Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, so it is time for another tip of the week. My name is Erica. I am the Director of Development at the Little Iguanas Children's Safety Foundation, and you can join me every Tuesday at 10 a.m. for another tip that you can introduce in your home or in your classroom this week. So, one practical thing that you can do to help empower safer, happier, healthier, and kinder kids. Today is the last day of school in our area. I don't know when the last day of school is for you guys. Let us know in the comments where you're joining us from this morning, when your last day of school is, or when your last day of school was. I know a couple of my relatives, they are already out for summer vacation. And when kids are out for summer vacation, I mean, we still need to keep them safe. We still need to inspire them to be kind and happy and healthy. So we have a fun tip for you today, but I want to check in and see where you're joining us from. And this past weekend, we had some great supporters from the Kiwanis Club of Kindness in Tennessee host a Color Me Kindness party in conjunction with the Little Iguanas Children's Safety Foundation, our Fun in the Sun color run that was hosted as a fundraiser in New Hampshire. So I just want to shout out the Kiwanis Club of Kindness in Tennessee for supporting our mutual mission of kindness. And I want to thank everyone who came to our Fun in the Sun color run on Saturday. Despite it raining, we had a great turnout of families and teams and walkers and runners of all abilities. So I want to say thank you to everyone who came to our Fun in the Sun color run on Saturday. It was a great event. We're still kind of tired in the office. We're still kind of recovering from that great fundraiser, but I am here with you on Tuesday at 10 a.m., no matter what. So I want to jump into our tip of the week, and it is great, especially, any time of year, but it's really great for jumping into summer and all of the things that we're going to be doing this summer, water safety, going online, playing with friends. I'm sure as parents and educators, we and you have found yourself saying, don't, so many times, more times than you can count. Don't touch that. Don't talk to strangers. Don't go near the water. Don't eat that. It's a natural instinct for us to say don't to keep our kids safe. It's the quickest way to stop them from doing something dangerous. Don't do that. But what if we could keep them safe, or maybe even safer, by using more empowering language? So that's what we're going to talk about today. At Little Iguana, we believe that safety is a way to build confidence. It encourages good decision making. It sticks with children for life. And that's why, if we could just make a simple switch of encouragement and positivity, instead of don't, let's say get permission first. So instead of saying don't do something, we're going to say just get permission first. And why does get permission first actually work? Let's start with the classic one. Don't talk to strangers. So this phrase, don't talk to strangers, is well intentioned, but it can be a little bit confusing to kids because we talk about this all the time. What is a stranger? Who is a stranger? Are strangers always bad? Can strangers be good sometimes? What if they're nice? There's a lot of situations where a child might need to talk to a stranger, like a store employee or a neighbor or a police officer. And we teach that a stranger is everyone unless you have permission to talk to them or to go with them. So it doesn't mean that they're good. It doesn't mean that they're bad. It just means that a child doesn't know yet, and they have to get permission first to make sure that it's okay to engage with that person. And how do they find that out? They get permission from the adult in charge of us. So get permission first. This phrase is going to be clearer and more actionable, and it teaches children to pause and to think and to ask themselves and to ask an adult before they act. So it gives them a powerful tool that they can use in all kinds of situations, not just around strangers. So what does get permission first actually mean? When we say get permission, we're talking about them looking the adult in charge of them right in the eyeballs. So the adult in charge is their parent, their caregiver, their teacher, their babysitter, asking if they can go somewhere or if they can do something, and then waiting for a clear yes before they go and do that thing. So it's not just about getting an answer, it's about learning to check in and making good decisions and good choices that could impact their safety. And that is a skill that they're going to take with them into their adult years. So, how can get permission first go beyond stranger safety, stranger danger? Well, the beauty of this phrase, get permission first, is that it works in so many different areas of life. And I want to just jump into a few of them. The summer, water safety. Instead of saying, don't go near the water, why don't we try get permission before going in or near the water? So, whether that's the pool or a lake or the beach, kids need to know that they're never allowed to go around water without the adult in charge's knowledge or approval. So, framing it as get permission first helps them understand that water isn't bad. It's not something that we shouldn't do. Don't go near the water. Instead, it's something that we need to approach with care and decision making. So we need to check in before we go near the water. So we need to get permission first. Poison safety, household safety. Don't eat that. Don't touch that. It becomes something instead. If you want to grab a snack or have something to eat or drink, get permission first. So kids, big kids, little kids, all kids, and sometimes adults are very curious. So they might think that the colorful liquid in the cleaning bottle looks like juice, or that vitamin gummy is just like candy and they can have as many as they want. Teaching them that everything, even if it looks yummy, needs to have an adult approval first. And that is going to create a habit of asking before doing. So get permission first. And that's going to keep them safe with, household poison safety, that kind of stuff. Let's jump into online safety, tablet use. This one becomes a little bit more important as our little ones get bigger. So instead of don't click that, don't talk to people online, it's kind of vague. It's hard to enforce. What exactly am I not clicking? Who am I not talking to? Especially in a digital world where even games and videos, we all have access to, talking to people. It might lead us down unexpected paths. So instead of saying don't talk to people online, don't click that, we're going to say before you play something new or before you go on your tablet, you need to get permission first. And during that permission, they're going to talk about what they're allowed to do and what they're going to be doing on their tablet. So whether it's a new game or a chat box in one of their, homework prompts, they need to learn that they need to check with an adult first, because adult guidance is a normal part of screen time. You're not just keeping them safe now. You're teaching them how to build digital literacy blocks for later in their life. So from negative to positive, instead of don't do something, we're going to say get permission first, because that's positive and that's something that's going to resonate with them and remember. So instead of saying don't all day, wearing kids down, wearing yourself down, they might seem to tune us out. They might try to say, oh my God, how many things can I not do? They might feel discouraged. They might even push boundaries just to see how far they can go. So we need to reframe safety into something that they can do. They can get permission first. That's the first step, asking permission, making them feel more empowered, more respected, more in charge of themselves, of their safety. It also opens up a great conversation. When your child asks for permission, you have a chance to talk to them about why something is safe or unsafe. Instead of just shutting it down and saying, no, don't, you can't do that. We're just going to say, get permission, and then you can have that back and forth to develop their understanding of why something is important, and it helps them build trust in you. So we're building lifelong safety habits. So we're saying ask permission, get permission, because it's not just about avoiding accidents and things that happen today. We talk about this all the time. It's about setting that foundation of how they're going to approach the world tomorrow and beyond. It's about setting those building blocks of how they're going to be a great adult in their life. And it helps them think about and encourage communication with you and with other trusted adults in their life, promotes personal responsibility. It's about building decision-making skills. So that is so important, instead of saying, don't do something, we're talking about empowering ourselves to say, you know what, I need to get permission first, and I need to talk to mom, dad, babysitter, teacher, grandma, trusting the grownups and the authority figures in my life, the person that is in charge of me. I need to let them know what I'm going to be doing, who I'm talking to, where I'm going, those kind of things. And it reinforces safety with something that they can actually control. So they can control saying, this is what I'm going to do. What do you think? It's never too early to talk about getting permission. It doesn't have to be scary. We believe that kids learn best when the lessons are fun, they're music-based, they're repeated often, and that's why our programs and our music and our resources all use language like get permission first, because it's going to build those healthy habits. So this week, for your action step, I want you to talk about what is permission and about getting permission first. And if you're looking for resources on how to help talk about getting permission on YouTube, we have our great music and our animated music videos, Get Permission, talking about what it is and why it's important. We have printables, workbooks, worksheets, activity boxes, role-playing activities, our Storytime podcast. All of those things can help you introduce the lesson of get permission and then reinforce it this entire summer, this entire year, and into their adult lives. So you can stream all of our educational music wherever you stream your music. You can stream our Storytime podcast wherever you stream your podcasts from. Next time you're tempted to say, don't, pause, and let's rephrase. Don't go there becomes, let's just get permission first. Don't touch that. Ask me to make sure it's safe. Don't do that. Let's talk about it together. Let's talk about what rules we need to set and get permission every time. So I want us to practice get permission over and over, and it will be a small shift in our language that can make a big difference in how our kids see the world and how they stay safe in it. So thank you so much for joining me for this tip of the week. If you want to join us every Tuesday at 10 a.m. for our tip of the week, you can text the word live to 1-844-385-7419, and we'll send you a text message reminder for when we're going to hop on live so that you can join us every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So that is all for this Tuesday. I hope to see you next week for another great tip, and stay safe, and let's talk about getting permission this week. Have a great week.